What is up, YouTube? This is Psychedelic Scizor, and I am here with my Week 2 team builder of the NBL versus Littenpool, coached by BM, who was a coach with me in the TOL last season, although we don't speak of that season. That was a horrible season. But, as you can see, I actually put some effort into this video, even if it is very minimal. There's actually music playing, there is actually the team on the side. It's great. I actually put in a minimal amount of effort into doing this YouTube thing. So you will receive not absolute shit quality videos. So, but speaking of shit quality, that is kind of my matchup here. His team is so threatening just off of the combination of Sneasel and Hitmonlee. And that combined with the fact that I think every mon on his team is bringable. Dragonair is kind of questionable, but outside of, like, really Dragonair, I think every mon on his team is certainly bringable. And it kind of had some big team building restrictions because my team's a lot more defensive, and he's just got such good offensive synergy on his team, it's really hard to handle. But I like what we put together here. I did do a mock for this. I did some team building with sticks. That helped out a ton, and I'm feeling a lot more comfortable with this team. So, to start off, we have got a Life Orb Whimsicott with dual stab, psychic, HP fire. It just hits everything on his team. Most things super effectively even, which is really, really nice. Now, this was originally a Z Sunny Day Charizard, but the issue there was I just cannot keep rocks off the field versus his team. Sure, Xatu shuts down Ferroseed completely, but Regirock is always going to be able to get rocks up on my team, because I definitely can't switch Xatu in on that. I'd have to predict, like, out of my mind, and it's just not good. So, you know, we're here. Man, I love this music. This is so great. But, Life Orb Whimsicott still does just destroy his team, which is really, really nice. So, I'm comfortable with that. You know, no Zard, but we've still got a really nice breaker here. And getting kind of into our defensive core here. We've got Assault Vest Bouffalant with enough speed to outspeed an uninvested Lantern, and just an Adamant Nature with no investment allows me to Oko a Haunter if it switches out with Pursuit. Now, he'll have a little bulk, so it might be short of that, but if I still have, you know, a role to do that, and especially after rocks, then I'll be able to. But this Bouffalant kind of shuts down the special attackers fairly well. It handles Haunter extremely well. Lilligant, it completely shuts down. Sigilif, it even, you know, eats hits from Life Orb Sigilif, which is crazy. Bouffalant's a good member of this team. I am very happy with Bouffalant. Now, the issue here is it's very pressured because it is my check to almost all of his special attackers, and it doesn't have recovery, which is an issue, but I don't think he's likely to bring more than one of his powerful special attackers. Maybe two. But Lantern is checked by another mon later here, so Bouffalant. Defensive, still puts some offensive pressure on his team. You know, still got a respectable attack stat, even uninvested. Return still hurts a lot of things. Moving on, we have a Colberberry Xatu. This is my Hitmonlee check, because Hitmonlee is an enormous threat, and even then, if he predicts Colberberry and he just goes for Stone Edge, there's nothing I can do about that. This is just my best check to it. But Psyshock damn near Okos. After rocks, I believe it Okos, or it's so close. Enough speed to outspeed a max speed, non-boosting nature Lantern. And yeah, this moveset is just keep rocks off the field if I can versus Ferroseed, and it's my Hitmonlee check. Yeah, Roost Psyshock's pretty obvious. Grass Knot is to pressure the Regirock if that tries to come in on me, and defog just in case rocks do get up, and I kind of just want to clear rocks off the field. I didn't really need a last move. Toxic I don't really think would be particularly helpful here. So Xatu is pretty simple here. Another really simple set, we've got Corsola. It does have no item on purpose. That's because this is my Sneasel check. Sneasel cannot break me unless it has Brick Break. Low Kick doesn't do anything. His stabs don't do anything. Unless it has Brick Break specifically for Corsola, it just does nothing to me. Scald and Power Gem are both pretty good versus his team, and it's also a fairly consistent rocker versus him, mostly because I can come in for free on Regirock and set up rocks on it, and that's really nice. That's extremely nice. I kind of want to protect for the Hitmonlee, but it's probably not running High Jump Kick anyway, because I could bring Palisand, so it's probably running Close Combat and Limber. Yeah, Limber is why I don't have I don't have Stun Spore on Whimsicott, because even if he gets like he's a Choice Scarf set or something, Limber will prevent him from being paralyzed, so that wouldn't do anything. But this just totally shuts down his Sneasel unless it has Brick Break. But we're getting into some more offensive mons here. We've got probably my best win condition is a Adamant Scarf Lycanroc, Stone Edge, Focus Punch, Fire Punch, and Endeavor. Stone Edge does so much to his team. His only switch-ins are Regirock and Ferroseed. I feel like those are very well pressured by Girder and Whimsicott, and really, even if they're not max Fizz Def, they even take a decent chunk from Stone Edge. They still take about 20-25% depending on investment. I mean, Stone Edge just hurts his team. And it does work out nice because Whimsicott and Girder are both offensively pressured by Golbat, but Golbat gives me a free switch into Lycanroc. And if I catch either of those mons, like I'm talking about Regirock or Ferroseed, if I catch either of those with a Focus Punch or a Fire Punch, they're just gonna drop. Regirock may be able to live in Focus Punch, but it's going to do a ton. And like I said, I have switch-ins to each of those mons very easily. And Endeavor's just kind of there. I didn't really have a good fourth move to throw on there that I thought was worth attacking with, so, you know, it could be useful. It's just kind of a throw-on move there. But if I need to chip something like, I don't know, say I'm at, 3% or whatever, and his Golbat's revealed to be like fully Fizz Def and I can't OHKO it or something like that, I may even be able to OHKO that. But anyway, just like if I need to just chip something and I know I can't do anything to it, Endeavor will be really nice for that. And I am able to run Adamant because with absolute max speed, I'm able to just outspeed a max speed Lantern, which is kind of a problem for my team if I didn't have a bulky, mostly Spadef Girder. It's obviously got Mach Punch, Drain Punch, Knockoff, and Ice Punch. It is there to handle Girder. Its priority is very nice for hitting Sneasel and Hitmonlee. Now Hitmonlee isn't weak to it, but its Fizz Def is not particularly high, so Mach Punch is going to do a lot to it. Also gives me another switch into Regirock, and Girder's just an annoying threat versus his team. Now, it does also help alleviate some of the pressure from who is it? Bouffalant to take special hits. So Girder is definitely nice to have there. And Ice Punch is there for Golbat, and for like a sub Haunter. Well, Knockoff still would break its sub, but I remember what that was. Yeah, it's because in one of my mocks, I saw a sub-disable Haunter who would be able to wall this set if I didn't have a second move to hit it with, because it would go for sub on my knockoff and then disable my knockoff. That set could be really annoying. Sub Willow isn't as scary because my first switch in is probably going to be to Bouffalant on Haunter, but if I see it go for sub, I'm immediately switching to Girder so that it can't Will-O-Wisp me. Or, well, it can Will-O-Wisp Girder, but that's a good thing with the Guts boost. But yeah, it's not the craziest set in the world, but it gets the job done pretty well. This team was hard to build because this is probably one of my worst matchups, but I'm excited now because I think I built a really damn good team, probably the best that I can get. But we will see. I don't know when I'm doing the battle. I'm not doing it immediately after this, but in the meantime, if you guys like what the Oaklandians Elves are doing, make sure you like, subscribe, share, do what you do with the YouTube videos. I'm gonna get on out of here and see you guys later.